Hello guys, and welcome to episode 18 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Tomb Kings on very hard difficulty. And in this one we are going to be moving on to attack Tor Elasor, but before we do, we have some moves to make with King Rakash, which is first of all going to be taking Sorcerer's Island, so let's go ahead and do that. There's no need to go for a treasure hunt, we'll just colonize it, and we'll use the extra replenishment from the Fax's Blessing to get him back up and running sooner than later. Then we can have him move towards the dwarves here and hopefully win a significant battle, because he does have a lot of Tomb Guard and he also buffs them up quite well himself. So let's go ahead and get the crypts there and make sure that building's upgraded. King Wakaf is good to go as well now. Just needs to finish off the Knights of Origo, so we might just do that ourselves, just attack him, auto resolve, get some more Canopic Jars. And that's the Knights of Origo destroyed. Fantastic. So we already have an obelisk in this province, so that will lead me to probably just going for the Desert Lookout, although we can get the spice resource, which might increase my trade income for the time being. So I'm just going to go for that for now, and we'll have King Wakaf continue towards and come over to the Greybeard's perspectives. I think that's a good shout. We'll just zoom on down here, and we'll get more replenishment this turn, but then we'll go for Bel Alayed, and then we'll sort of double team Vulture Mountain with the help of King Rakash later down the line. I think that's a good shout. Then what we're going to do once we've destroyed Greybeard's perspectives and taken Vulture Mountain, which will give us our second Book of Nagash, we'll move back to the Black Pyramid and try and take that over with a third army that will be joining me from the Wisdom of the 5th Dynasty. That should line up quite nicely, I think. Hopefully, anyway. We have unassigned skill point for King Wakaf. So what does King Wakaf control? He was my Shabti guy, wasn't he? So let's go towards the revered stonemasonry. And commandment available in the Land of Assassins, since we took over Sorcerer's Islands. Going for the Worship of Fath, probably a good one again, unless I maybe go for the Worship of Jaff for now, in order to boost the replenishment for King Rakash this turn. Where else do we need to look at stuff to build? We've got the Pyramid of King Far. We have a building slot free at Khemri. What might be worth me doing is getting the Great Pyramid, etc. now. Or we could spend the cash to upgrade to unlock a Shabti with Great Bow. Let's do that. We'll unlock the Shabti with Great Bow, and we can add some more of those to Rakash's army. Actually, no, Wakaf's army. Shifting Mangrove Coastline also got itself the commandment available now, so that's going to require minus construction cost, I guess, since we will have an obelisk here which will sort out the public order for us, and hopefully the Skaven corruption as well. Martek can still be leveled up. Do I want to? Probably not. It's unpleasant climate. Surely there's a better place I can spend that cash. Or I could just save it and upgrade this to the Necroserpent Nest in order to unlock Necropolis Knights. Like, I feel like my next army is just going to be absolutely insane. It's not going to be insane as my last army, because when I build the last army, they'll have even access to things like the restored War Sphinx statue, Necrosphinx statue, and we'll have like the War Sphinxes and Necrosphinxes and even the Hero Titan, or the Aero Titan, I guess it is. But yeah, crazy stuff. That's everything done for the turn. 10 turns until Wisdom of the 5th Dynasty is complete. We have plenty of Canopic Jars. I guess I could maybe just continue with the Heralds towards the Heralds Empowered. I think that's the reason I was like farming Canopic Jars so much. We only need like 300 more and we should be fine. Let's go for the Frenzy here. and that will give us the ability Frenzy for Ashabti and Ashabti with Great Bow, and we can give that to Wakaf. Then the next turn we should have 150, in which we can go for another Herald, which will most likely be Herald of the Scorpion, since we will have access to Tomb Scorpions soon, and we can give it to the new guy who controls the Scorpions. Then we can get maybe Herald of Zandri and give that to Settra. Yeah, I think we're good. This is going to work out quite well, because eventually it will lead to us unlocking the Heralds Empowered, which will give us another army. And then we can finish off the 5th dynasty, which will give us another army, and then we'll have like 6 armies, and we'll be pretty much unstoppable. It will be insane. Like, the fact you don't suffer from upkeep is just like the most amazing thing in this game, like in the Tomb Kings anyway. And it's just so much fun. Like, it's so much more fun than having to manage that in other campaigns. It's just, yeah, it's just nice fun, and I think you guys enjoy it as well. It seems like the reception for this campaign has been really good, and I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for watching, of course. Clan Wars has ended their non-aggression pact with me, which does mean we'll probably end up at war with them at some point, but I'm sure we can just destroy them. I think they're only in the south here on my continent, so yeah, we can get rid of them. It's fine. Okay, let's just speed things up, I guess. No real people that I'm scared of, other than maybe Greybeard's Perspectives, but we'll see them if they attack us. And I don't expect them to. Alright, Herald of Settra is ready to go. That is the one for the Ashabti. So let's now go for the Herald of Zandri first, since we do already use Skeleton Chariots. That current Herald is going to Wakaf.
I cannot.
Frenzy ability for Ashabti. That's going to be pretty sick. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be awesome. Also, like, when we get like Chosen of the Gods, like the Ashabti with Great Bow, holy moly, they're going to be so damn good. Okay, right, meanwhile, it's time for Settra and also King Thutep to jump on the water and sail towards Tor Elasor. We want to go and do that sooner than later. His chariot just looks so damn awesome. And we'll send King Thutep towards the Tower of the Stars. Come onto the water here. I might even pick up this mysterious island on the go. Maybe not. If we can get onto the Tower of Stars next turn, then we may as well do that. Okay, Temple Avenue of Gold is going to build the obelisk, so let's get that done. It's unpleasant climate, so we're not going to bother upgrading it for now. The cash is actually going towards the Land of the Dead, isn't it? That's what we're going to do. So let's get this built up to the Necroserpent Nest. Right, one more turn until our research is complete. King Lakash is pretty much good to go. There is an army sort of heading towards Eye of the Panther, but they've kind of neglected Vulture Mountains, so yeah, we're going to be able to just sort of march towards them. And what am I going to build here? I guess it has to be a port, doesn't it? Yeah, it's going to be a bone wharf. Alright. King Wakaf's on his way towards Bel Alayed. We are going to be trespassing through the Dune Kingdoms briefly, but hopefully they don't mind too much. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty damn good position right now. We have this army down here that we can kill to get a Book of Nagash, and we have the one near Clan Moors, so if Clan Moors ends up declaring war on us, we can just sweep up Clan Moors and go and take the Book of Nagash. That's going to be like 4 Books of Nagash, and we're very close to the end of the campaign then. So I feel like this is going to be a very like abrupt end to the campaign, since we will just get all of the Books of Nagash in like the same turn, and then it's just going to be over. So yeah, interesting. Let's See though, I think everything was moved. Our research is complete. We've used up all of our canopic jars. That's it. Let's move on. I guess we could probably just speed things up. I guess the only people I want to watch out for is the Greybeard's Prospectors, because I want to see where that big army goes. It might attack Eye of the Panther, which is, I guess, is fine. Tor Elasor still very, very weak indeed. Gonna be stealing technology from me. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind.
What tribute could you possibly offer?
Oh, interesting. Okay, Pirates of Sartos actually declared on me. Yeah, that's almost annoying. I don't know. We are going to be attacked here. Goodbye to those guys. We'll take some Kenobi jars. Thank you very much. Thegan's territory is destroyed. Either the Panther is going to be killed, or we'll just let them have it. And we should be able to get their main settlement due to that. Eternal Servitude. Do we want extra Winds of Magic starting amount for plus 20 for all armies and minus 20% miscast base chance, or do we want minus 8%? We don't have the Kenobic jars to spare, really. But Eternal Servitude. The Lich Priests of the Mortuary Cult have left their necropoli in search of servants to aid them in their holy work. The incantations of preservation must be maintained and furthered. However, not everyone is suitable candidate for such work. Who can we spare? We'll go a few bones and bodies. I don't want to waste the Kenobic jars. Right, Herald of Zandri is now available. Let's select Settra and give that to him. He's already got 3 heralds. He's got Herald of Jaff, Herald of Khemri. I didn't actually check out the Herald of Jaff. I did intend to, I think, in the battle against Tor Elasor in the last episode, but I completely forgot. So we're just going to move in here and attack Tor Elasor. We're going to move to the Tower of the Stars. Let's just zoom up onto the ground there. Okay, good stuff. Goodbye to Tor Elasor, I think. King Rakash. Is he in range to attack Vulture Mountain? Not quite, not quite. But I don't think that Greybeard's Prospectors can get back to Vulture Mountain in one turn, so they've left that completely undefended. This chap needs to continue with his training. That's why we have him in the army. Wakaf can go and attack Bel Alayed. That army, though, could be pretty scary. Not sure. Not the army in the settlement, I mean the army in the Eye of the Panther. What I'm going to do, just to sort of minimize losses, I think is just maybe play this out. Actually, let's just auto-resolve it. And I'm actually just going to raise this for now. And then we can always fall back from, like, Skolson, should we need to. Okay, let's continue with Revered Stone Masonry, which is going to give us extra melee attack and melee defense for these Shabti. They are now on 31 melee attack, 45 melee defense, anti-infantry. Very nice indeed. Actually, anti-infantry is going to be really good against the dwarves. This chap is back. Our Lich Priest. He's going to be joining King Thutep, I think. Yeah, I think that was the plan. So we'll have him head this direction. I like recruited him and then he got killed, didn't he? Like straight away. Which is just silly. We will go for the Spirit Leech. I think it's important that we get his skills up and running. And with the research available, we don't have enough Canopic jars to go for the Herald next, so we'll continue with Wisdom of the 5th Dynasty for now. We do have 7,000 available. Is there anything we want to build at Khemri? I feel like saving the cash and then starting the build onto the Great Pyramid, etc. is a really good idea. And then what we're going to do later down the line is actually get rid of this Royal Barracks, I think, and or even the Skull Repository, and then build a couple of these, the Restored Necrophagus statue or the War Sphinx statue. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, we'll save the cash. So nothing to spend that on, other than maybe rights. We could get Trar's Necrotect. Actually, that's a good shout. Yeah, we're gonna get Trar's Necrotect, and I'll tell you guys why. It's because I just raised Balaed here, and what we're gonna do is send that Necrotect to go and recolonize that for us afterwards. So that's a good shout indeed. Okay, then we'll save the rest of the cash. It's not ideal because we won't have enough to build the pyramid next turn, but we will the turn after next, so all should be okay. Let's check out our public order at the shifting mangrove coastline. After the obelisk is finished here, we should be fine. Provincial instability will be gone. We will get extra 4 public order from the obelisk. The red rivers here, still -5 due to corruption again. It's actually really tempting to upgrade this to the sepulture just to increase the public order and untainted even more. I think I'm going to get that built. I said I was going to save, but I guess it doesn't really matter if I spend an extra 1k or so this turn. Let's move on to the next one. I don't think there's too much for us to worry about. Maybe Clan Moors could be an issue at some point, but for now, I think we're okay. Them breaking their non-aggression pact with me, though, is kind of a pain in the bum. Let's just speed up the Court of Libaris. Has Tor Elasor actually just built an army? Looks like they have. I guess we'll see it if it's here. Okay, block army against Thutep. That's not good. Hopefully he can still attack the settlement. I think that's sort of 50% reduction in movement, so he might still be able to attack this turn anyway. Greybeard's Prospectors, they are going to attack me, aren't they? Oh no, maybe not. They moved back to Vulture Mountain. Okay, that's fine. We can move back and take Eye of the Panther. Let's have a look at Tor Elasor down here. We will get the Tower of the Stars. Yeah, we can still attack it this turn. It's a lot of Lothern Sea Guard though. We will encircle them. And I'm going to have a look at this other fight as well, because I feel like at Tor Elasor itself this could be exceptionally hard to take over. Never mind, the army is actually not that good. I thought maybe there would be like Swordmasters, but I forgot how bad the garrison forces of the High Elves were. Okay, so we're going to have 2 interesting battles for sure. Let's start off with the Battle of Tor Elasor. Let's fight this on the battle map. So the idea being that we will just charge the walls with the Nehekara warriors and have the archers do their thing. As usual, their Lothern Sea Guard will be able to fight off my men quite well, but I'm hoping that my archers will then cut them down because there won't be any archer fire coming back. We do also have the Khemri War Sphinx of Settra and the one on its own, which can just break through the gate, so that works as well. I'll have the Necrotect stay with them. We'll have our horsemen out of the way, because they're not going to be doing anything until the walls break down. I'll find a piece of forest to put them in. There we go, they're all hidden. That's good. These guys can all line up, ready to go. Same with all of the archers, but they can be slightly behind. Let's start the deployment, start the battle. Grab all of these guys, guard the walls. Trying to work out how I want to do this. We'll go like so. Good. Okay. Then we'll have our archers get into range. I probably only want to be in front of 2 towers, so we'll go like so. We don't want skirmish on. Good, let's go. And we need our leader, of course, to hit the gate. I might have my neck protectors run forward there as well. This is Settra on his chariot. Let's have a good look at it. It looks damn awesome. Like leaves the flames behind it. That's so damn cool. He's taking quite a lot of damage in this charge. We might just put the physical resistance on him, just to make sure that he doesn't take too much damage from that attack. But hopefully the chariot of the gods can do some damage to this gate. I hope so. Okay, it looks like the Nehekara warriors there are taking a lot of damage. These guys aren't actually in range. We're going to have to make sure they moved forwards a bit. Let's go for that. Good. Yeah, so the Lothan Sea Guard are going to do a lot of damage to my men before they even reach the walls, which is why it was like 50-50 on the balance bar. But I think as soon as we break through these gates and start climbing the walls, we're going to be absolutely fine. These Nehekara warriors can do a lot of damage, so is the Khemri Guard. Like, the Khemri Guard will absolutely annihilate White Lines of Trace. And look at these guys, they are like... Oh, that is so damn cool. They're like the soldiers out of Lord of the Rings. Where, you know, like, the Ghost Army. So damn cool. Like specters, just like going up the walls there. That's really, really awesome. So that's because they're ethereal. There we go. Units ignore most damage done by non-magical weapons. That's crazy. So they must be like insanely powerful against these guys. But here comes our Archer Fire. That seems to be doing a lot of damage versus their archers. These Nehekara warriors on the far left have been absolutely annihilated so far. Enemy gates destroyed though. Let's get in here. I'm just going to bring my Nehekara warriors and horsemen in as well. I may as well use them, I never do in these battles. Alright, it's time to get the spells down. Let's get the attacks towards the center here. Actually, White Lines of Trace. Well, the other thing I need to do, we'll just get my leader to go kill these Evil Claw bolt throwers, I think. So yeah, these Nehekara warriors should absolutely demolish the White Lines of Trace, because the White Lines of Trace can't really do anything back towards them, which is hilarious. Get my horsemen in here. Probably just want to put maybe a spell on these guys, I don't know. We'll put it on the guys who are fighting. Okay, so on the walls, looks like we've slaughtered a lot of dudes already. Let's have my archers just come inside.
Yes.
Right, a chariot's not normally good for just being in sustained combat, but it looks like Settra does quite a lot of damage on the back of his chariot of the gods, which is nice to see. Not quite sure how that works. His attack animation must be really weird.
Sacrifice them.
Yeah, it's just like the horse. The horse is attacking the Great Eagle. That looks so silly. Alright, well, I think that's pretty much GG. Check out these, like, ethereal warriors. Oh my lord. They just look so cool. I didn't realize how awesome they looked in battle.
Uncertainty spreads. We are lost.
Yep, that's it. Job done. end the battle there for a decisive victory. And that is Tor Elasor under our control. Nice battle. Should get a decent amount of replenishment on the end turn as well due to Fath's Blessing, which I think we still have. Definitely been making really good use of that.
Settra is
You have no
victorious.
So I'm going to go ahead and occupy it. And Eyes of the Desert, Sepulchral Stalker's Regiment of Renown has been unlocked due to Settra leveling up. Now he has his Chariot of the Gods. What do we want to head towards? Maybe Power Drain for the extra Winds of Magic Power Reserve. I guess the other thing is just making him really strong now. We could go for like Tra the Great Father and then like move down the path of making chariots like really good, as well as like Tomb Guard, and just have like an army of Tomb Guard and chariots, etc. But I guess we can do that later on. We've got like 20 more skill points to put in eventually. So I might just boost Sekhmet's Incantation of the Skull Storms, just so that's a bit more powerful, because we use it quite a lot. And this has actually got the statue of Fath already built. We've also got a Royal Barracks here. It's crazy stuff. Maybe what I do is...
For the Creator God.
well, we don't need the Nehekaran Citadel. The Royal Burial Chamber might be quite nice though. For the extra Canobic Jars, but Public Order in adjacent provinces and Untainted in adjacent provinces. Because what else are we going to build here? Like, we could obviously build like the Restored War Sphinx statue and all that kind of stuff. And the other one I want to build is like the Garrison. So yeah, I think what we're going to do, we'll go for the Royal Burial Chamber first, and then like in this slot what we'll do is build up the sort of walls at Tor Elasor, just so that if we go to war with Clan Wars, we can kind of just leave this and not have to worry about it. But with that done, it looks like they are starting to build some forces at the Tower of the Sun, but it shouldn't be too strong because we've taken away their capacity to build serious forces. So let's quick save and fight this one on the battle map now for the Tower of the Stars. Then we can have both armies converge on the last two armies of Tor Elasor and take them out. Look at this hill we have. Not sure if we can deploy that on that properly, but we can definitely use it to our advantage, I feel. We have a lot of archers though. I guess we do have the chariots and the horsemen. But yeah, look at this hill. Oh my lord. Like, I can deploy on the side of this. And then we can just have the Casket of Souls there. Crazy. Alright, we'll have these guys on the flanks. Same with the chariots. Good, I think that's everyone. Let's start the battle. They're going to have to come towards me because I have the casket. They do have their own Eagle Claw bolt throwers. I think I might focus that with my casket. And honestly, I might be forced to come towards them a bit because that Eagle Claw bolt thrower has a potential to do a lot of damage to my infantry. Maybe we'll just try and dodge it. Don't know why I'm slowing things down, but there we go. Oh, here comes the archer fire. Their archers have such high range. Alright, we'll just group these guys into a group and just charge, I think. We kind of have to. And but we'll have the chariots come down, and the horsemen on the other flank as well. Right. We're going to be wanting to target the archers with light armor. I'm not sure quite what's going on with these guys, but our attack order is kind of screwed at the moment. We've crushed those lot. That's good. We took out one archer unit, at least. We've done a lot of damage to us. Let's make sure we're attacking the Great Eagle with King Thutep. And what we'll do is we'll charge into the back of these guys with the horsemen. So we get the casket alive. Kind of what I was hoping for. Alright, we crushed that. Alright, let's grab these chariots. I'm going to pull out the horsemen. We'll just have some chariots going to the back of that engagement. Same deal here. Well, these guys can just be targeted there. Right, we need to stop these guys from skirmishing. And we need to have King Thutep just continue to try and kill that guy. Oh yes, go on chariots. Mow them down. Oh, the charge there from the horsemen, beautiful. Following up to the chariot charge, which actually worked very well. And I think all of the chariots managed to pull through there, which was great. Get these chariots to go now. Back into the Lothern Sea Guard. Right, we've nearly finished them all off. I think I'm going to have these chariots break off and try and run down those archers with the light armor. No, that's it. Game over. They have lost. We'll end the battle there for the decisive victory. I think we dealt with that pretty well. The chariot's actually doing a fantastic job against all of the archers. Right, decisive victory. We will occupy that settlement. And we also have the Quicksand Swamp here now, so giving us a lot of availability and capacity for these units now, which is really, really good. And I guess what we'll do, yeah, next turn, sort of consolidate both King Thutep and Settra's armies at the Tower of the Sun and destroy them there. That will be our plan. In the meantime, King Thutep is going to continue with hard to hit, make his melee defense very high, and unfortunately that's all we have time for today, so I'm going to have to leave it here. In the next episode we will move on with King Rakash and also King Wakaf towards the enemy's settlements. Somehow Greybeard's Prospectors got back into Vulture Mountain, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem. But I guess we could just maybe siege them and see where it goes from there. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.